It's your boy, Buddha. Back in the building. It's been a while since I've said that. For another Last Cloudia unit showcase. The first unit showcase since Last Cloudia introduced 6-star enhancements to units in the game. And what better way to kick off content back on the Buddhafish channel than with the first 6-star new character that they introduced for the 4th year anniversary, Megius. Yes, your boy has made a return. There is a lot to explain, but I'll probably do that in a future live stream or maybe a shorter video where a little more focus is on that type of stuff. So keep your eye out for that video explaining where I've been, what made me come back, and all the above. But today, I wanted to return strong because Boy Buddha has been putting in some work getting this man to 6-star. I must tell you, the reason it took me so long is because you may see what we're able to unlock today, which is how we're kicking off the video. Giving Megius the official 6-star stamp of completion. Not only is he 6th enhanced, but we will be 8th awakening him because that was also introduced with this new level of power that units can ascend to in Last Cloudia. So you can see Boy Buddha, as a budget player, has grinded enough luminous souls. We did not swipe our credit card to get these. It just took me 2 updates before I could actually get enough luminous shards to make enough for this final 8th awakening. And let us do the honors. The OCD is happy. 800 souls, 8 prism souls, 1 luminous soul. Let us ascend the man, Megius, however you say it. I want to watch it all to completion, y'all. So, the thing with 8th awakening is not only are these just stat enhancements, right? Awakenings 5 and 6, we didn't really care about them because they were only stat enhancements, which are pretty negligible when you're talking about endgame Last Cloudia. But what this does introduce now, 7 and 8th awakening, is a further enhancement to a unit's special modifier. So still not the most impactful thing, but definitely more so than 5 and 6. However, this will probably be the only unit that I'm waiting to do a future showcase on for that 8th awakening, because the grind for luminous shards is torturous. Adis has artificially limited it beyond reason. So I'm not going to be waiting like 2-3 weeks to grind enough to do one unit that's already 2-3 weeks old. At that point, you've already got 1, maybe 2 units out already. So yeah, that was definitely no-go. Tweaks had to slap some sense into me when I came back, had a discussion with him. But I'm glad we got that on camera. We're going to start this showcase off a little differently, changing up a little bit of how I want to do these unit showcases and dive straight into the battles. You're going to see a new layout with the entire build there the entire time, so you can see exactly what's making these units perform the way that they are. So without further ado, let's get into that. Kicking it off with our typical showcase in the beginning. Chapter 6-9, approaching beta, wave by wave battle. Got Megius going in solo, which is definitely not his optimal performance, right? He does very well when you're working with a full light team. But that first wave and just taking him in solo, I like to see, you know, kind of what they're going to look like in multiplayer and in this multi-enemy wave by wave format. In this run, I am specifically using skills in their order. So that first wave we did the skill 1, so you could see here we just looked at his skill 2 in action, and then skill 3 is coming up here, Falling Star, which is, I mean, animation-wise, Megius is just so good. I mean, for our first 6-star unit, when you've got him fully maxed out, even before you have a full team of light units, the dude's damage is just stellar when you consider the fact that he has true super armor, which we haven't had in quite a while. You can see that we're just absolutely decimating these mobs, which is pretty much expected. I'm probably going to need to find a new wave by wave battle if I really want to, you know, challenge these new 6-star units as they come out. So maybe I'll explore new story. Definitely got to do a new story live stream. But there you go. Just wipes the floor with that stage. Going to look incredible even solo on his own. And setting up to go into the next battle that I wanted to design him for, which is well, technically it's not a one-wave stage, but this is a boss slaying build that doesn't focus so much on like multi-enemy type SCT and sustain regen. This, we're taking him into that new Luxeus fight, the Calamitous God, I think it's called, where I definitely wanted to take advantage of the fact that he does so well when you start building a full light team, and then when you couple the fact that our main like support units are light units, it just gets a little bit nutty. I mean, you can see with that Rex Forged Hex armor, the new God Forge armor we just got, dude's getting crit caps of like just 100,000, which is actually insane to have that consistently. And then if you notice the arc we're using, Heaven's Bow Star-Lord, many of you who are veterans in the community are already familiar with Icy Guardian and how effective that is. But Heaven's Bow Star-Lord I wanted to use specifically because of this part of the battle right here, where like physical attacks, or at least skill attacks and magic attacks, become basically not effective against Luxeus, and he can only get taken down effectively by special. So here's where Sarah and her special comes into play. But the fact that Megius has built-in special enabling on his, or special crit enabling on his special, allows you to get extra attacks on his special right there. So all those 87,000 crits you were seeing were also coupled with like a 15 up to 20k extra attack, which was actually insane. So between Sarah's 3 specials and Megius' special right there, we're able to finish this last phase of the first wave Luxeus off with just some normal attacks. I'm not quite sure why normal attacks do well in that last part, but makes very, very quick work of it. This is by no means a free-to-play friendly build. Obviously, we're using UR Square, like with Sarah there. But it absolutely gets the job done. And this is meant for an endgame account. You really need to stick around in Last Cloudia before you're able to do a lot of the fun stuff with these new high difficulty challenge fights. But here we go into the final phase. This is not a no death clear by any means, but it doesn't need to be because we have both Sarah and Spirit Maiden Tyria. So just showcasing the power of double support. You've got damage cap enabling from Sarah. They're both light units, so it's boosting Megius' damage further with his charisma. And you can see us just melting this boss. I'm not sure how much HP this boss has in actuality, but maybe someone from the veteran community can comment below. I sped up this part because this is where Luxeus puts a like skill restriction, so we couldn't use it on Megius, and that lasts for like 30 seconds, so I didn't want to just have this fight be longer than it already is, because it's a very long fight in its own nature. But I really wanted to highlight Megius as the main DPS. His super armor is so freaking useful. Super armor units, if you don't know me by now, are some of my favorite units because it's just the best. It's one of the most feel-good mechanics in the entire game for your physical DPS. So unfortunately we couldn't get the job done before he does another skill lock on Megius, so we have to wait it out. So there you go, another super sped up portion of this battle, but honestly not a problem with the tankiness, with the support, the revives we got from both Spirit Maiden Tyria and Sarah, plus the Oracle Feather special that we had charged up from using Gwar in the first stage. Just made this battle light work. Megius going in as soon as he stops getting flinched, because, you know, he wasn't unfortunately activating an attack before that happened. But you can just see the health bar melting. We're getting extra attacks, about 22, 24k extra attacks on every crit that Megius was doing, just putting his damage along with everything else at a wonderful amount. Moving into the last stage that I want to start showcasing. I'm going to be moving away from any like arena or guild v guild PvP style battles, because I'm just personally not interested in trying to compete with my account compared to like true, what I'd say, endgame long-term veteran accounts, especially that have more. So I really want to focus on PvE and helping out newer players do things that are really, are challenging, very challenging and scary in a way. So what I'm going to start doing is taking new units like this, and whether it's if they're PDPS trying to solo a certain Maze of Tartarus floor, just to show how potent they can be with a pretty budget-friendly build. You can see that I'm using some event gear, nothing too crazy, no crazy AERs. The Blanc Beast Pendant is from the newest SSR Last Cloudia arc. The arc is nothing special, the build is nothing special, but Megius is easily able to wipe the floor with that Maze Floor 1. So just wanted to showcase that, help anyone get introduced to the game mode overall. Okay, that's gonna do it for the Megius PvE Showcase. 6-star, the first unit, the first Emperor to grace your boy Buddha's account. It was pretty crazy. Didn't really get to tell y'all the story, but it's the day I re-downloaded Last Cloudia, said I want to make content again. We did a little single summon and pulled this man. So very, very happy to showcase this guy, the first Emperor, first 6-star unit to bring back Buddha Fish content, and very happy with the video. My apologies for it taking so long. I really just didn't want to take any shortcuts, and your boy has limited time editing these videos, trying to create that same quality that I was working towards beforehand with a full-time job. Definitely a new challenge that we're overcoming, but we're here, we're doing it, we're uploading. And, spoiler alert, we've got a pretty crazy unit coming out tomorrow. I'm actually filming this outro a very, very long time after I filmed the intro of this video. So, things are going to be a little wild when it comes to these longer form content videos, but very, very happy with this one. Please let me know what you guys think below. Any suggestions or things you'd like to see, I'd always love to see in the comments as I'm trying to figure out what to make. So spoiler alert, Nail, the third Emperor, is coming out tomorrow, who I am very interested to see what she's bringing to the table. So be on the lookout for that reaction video, which should not take as long as this video took. Should be able to react, pump that out in the same day. So look out for that tomorrow morning. Very excited to jump back in the typical routine with y'all reacting to new updates. And I think that's all I got for you this time, guys. Please smash that like button if you're excited for your boy Buddha to come back to the LC YouTube gang. And subscribe if you're new. Gonna be posting a lot of good content. Not as quickly as I used to, but still really want to make videos that are worthwhile to help you out if you're just starting the LC journey, because as they continue to prove, now is always a good time to start playing this game, even 4 years in. So hoping to continue that trend. 4th anniversary coming to a close. Very excited to see what this next year of Last Cloudia brings. And with all that being said, y'all know what we say. Work hard, play harder. See you in the next video.